Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Joanne and I wanted to do a really quick video on the Coach Penn Shoulder Bag. And so I recently actually picked this exact bag up from the Coach outlet in the mirror metallic leather, and this was from the Coach Shine collection. So I'm gonna just put this down because it really affects the lighting. But when this collection initially came out, I was really interested in the tabby versions of the bag. I loved the look of it. I thought they did a really good job with it. However, I knew instantly that this leather would likely crease really badly, and so I was really hesitant in picking those up because I knew that would bother me eventually. And so I kind of was like admiring it from afar, but I didn't, jump the gun to purchase it. But then when I saw that they released it in a model called the Penn Shoulder Bag, which is really like their swinger bag that they currently have and that they've had for quite some time, I was instantly intrigued because this was a zipper opening. So therefore you wouldn't have the issues with the creasing on the flap. Probably the only place that you would find it is on the shoulder strap. But still, I held off in purchasing it because it is a very unique bag and something that I find is really nice for a dressy occasion, which I don't go to a lot of. So it wasn't something that I was, willing to purchase full price, and kind of was a wish of mine to see it in the outlet possibly in the future, which ended up happening. So when it popped up on the outlet website, it didn't last for very long, but I was super excited that I managed to grab it. It was on sale for 60% off, and then of course, like usual, I always use Rakuten for cashback. Rakuten was only 1%, but still I used it anyways. And so after the discounts and taxes and everything, it came out to about $150 Canadian. It arrived probably within, I would say, almost like a week or a week and a half, so really quickly. And it was completely wrapped to the nine, so brand new in its packaging. And when I did finally get all of the packaging off of it, I did a quick look over the bag and there was no issues with the stitching, there was no scratches, no nothing. So I was really happy with that. So in terms of what the bag came with, of course it came with its usual dust bag, and it was actually also wrapped in this sort of like gauze material. So it was really nice and delicate on the actual leather, which is great because it is prone to scratches and all those sorts of things. So it was really nice to see that they had this specifically for this bag. In addition, it had its usual care card tag right here, as well as its actual price tag. And then in addition, it had two of these kind of hang tags that kind of mentions about the special care that's required with this type of material. And it says it's, sensitive to heat and humidity, and it's of course prone to wrinkles as well. So this kind of just tells you where to store it, etc. Of course, it also came with its hang tag, which is super cute. So I really love this hang tag in this material. And I was actually planning to put this on the bag. However, as you can see, it kind of makes quite a loud noise. So I've taken it off of the bag, and I don't plan to use it just because of how noisy I find it. And aside from that, which I think is unique to this bag specifically, but it did actually come with a little cleaning cloth so you can buff out any smudges that you get from fingerprints and all that kind of stuff. I do think that this will be very prone to getting smudges from fingers and all that on it. So going over the bag quickly, I will put the dimensions on the screen for you to reference, but like I mentioned earlier, this is very similar to what they have called the swinger. However, the main difference, of course, is that it is definitely thinner and the strap that it comes with is much longer of a drop. So of course, it does come with a long shoulder strap, which is really convenient. I like the drop of it because I find it super easy to throw on your shoulder. And this is also really easy to use over bulkier layers, let's say like a winter jacket or something. So I think that's really nice. It has the turn lock closure, which I quite like. So that just locks the pull tab right here. And it has a really nice, smooth zipper, like usual, I find in all of my Coach bags. Inside is actually leather lined, and it's lined in a gray leather, and on this side, as you can see, it does have 3 card slots, so you can go without a wallet if you would like. You just throw your cards directly in this bag to save some extra space. But aside from that, on the other side, there's just the little Coach patch, and there's pretty much nothing else. On this side, it does have a little bit of a gusset, so you can expand this a little bit more to help you see inside. But aside from that, as you can see, it is very narrow, and I imagine actually because of this specific material, it is quite stiff, so I do find that it is a little bit hard to get things in and out. However, I think and I hope that it will get a little bit easier with use. So that's a really quick overview of the bag, and first impressions of this, I'm really happy with it. Super pleased. It looks just like I had imagined it in the photos, and of course I do understand that this will definitely be more prone to getting smudges and fingerprints and scratches, but again, because I do plan to use this mainly for dressier occasions, I probably won't be taking this out too much, and I think I won't have too hard of a time maintaining it. And also, like I mentioned with the leather wrinkling, because it is the nice zipper closure, I don't think that there'll be really any issues with that. Probably the only issues will be on the straps as they kind of get worn and bent a little bit as they're being used. So in terms of what fits, like I mentioned earlier, I will likely only be putting the bare minimum in this because I will be using it for fancier occasions. And so of course a phone will easily fit in here. So I'm going to start off with that. This is a Samsung S22 phone case, and of course this easily goes into the bag without any issues. So as you can see, just takes up on that one side. If I wanted to go more minimal, I would stick my cards just in the card slots provided in the bag. However, I will likely use just a nice compact card holder. So this one is one that I have also from Coach. And so I would just slip that directly in there. And aside from that, I would probably just maybe put some breast strips right here. So this can obviously easily go in there. I would probably bring a lip balm like this, so I can also just slip that in there. You can fit a card fob if you would like, if you have one on a more compact size, but I would likely not be bringing around keys with me. But if I did need that, I could throw that in as well. And aside from that, that would probably be all that I bring with me, and you can easily just zip this up and lock it in as well. As you can see, there's no issues. It doesn't affect the bag at all. All of that stuff nicely fits in there, and you can go on your way. I would honestly likely not be bringing my car fob with me though, so I'm gonna just take that out. And as you can see though, if I open it up, can fit all those things easily in this bag, and I honestly don't think I would be carrying anything else with me. So yeah, that was a really quick overview and first impressions of the Penn shoulder bag. I hope it was helpful, but if you have any questions, definitely leave those down in the comment section and I'll do my best to answer them. But aside from that, as always, thank you so much for watching my videos, and especially those that subscribe. I really appreciate it. But aside from that, I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next video.